women of BFP Caraga, I extend our heartfelt welcome to everyone. Happy 34th Anniversary, Bureau of Fire Protection. Mabuhay ang BFP Caraga. Mabuhay ang pambansang bombero.
Thank you, sir, for the welcoming words. At this juncture, join us as we look back on the 34 years of dedication, service, and heroism, the proud journey of the Bureau of Fire Protection, Caraga.
34 years of proud history, the Bureau of Fire Protection has evolved into a reputable government agency serving the Filipino people with the passage of the DILG Act of 1991, creating a Philippine Tri-Bureau, hence the PNP, BJMP, and BFP. Since then, these bureaus, especially the BFP, have become a bastion of integrity, maintaining public safety across the archipelago. As such, so endure the test of times and expanded role as a lead agency on disaster and emergency responses. The future of the Bureau of Fire Protection shines bright on the horizon as it undergoes a modernization process with the enactment of RA 11589, known as the BFP Modernization Law of 2021. Such statute dates the upgrade of the fire service at par with international standards, as translated into the procurement of advanced equipment, construction of modern fire stations, and increased recruitment of new fire officers to strengthen its capability to perform its mandate. Of the current 37,808 BFP firefighters nationwide, 1,400 or 3.70% are from the BFP Caraga, under the leadership of the officer in charge, Fire Senior Superintendent Jerome Tiriano. In its 30 years of existence, the BFP Caraga persists in sustaining public service in the northeastern part of Mindanao by harnessing community relations to advance the campaign against destructive fire and promotion of disaster preparedness in a region highly prone to calamities. Looking ahead, BFP Caraga is committed to further enhance fire safety through community engagement, youth participation, and continuous personnel upskilling in alignment with the FIRES strategic framework of the Fire Director. Fostering BFP modernization, integrity monitoring, internal cleansing, re-engineering the organization, e-government, and strategic repositioning. In celebration of the 34th founding anniversary of the Bureau of Fire Protection, we proudly announce and dedicate the 67 municipalities and 6 cities of the Caraga region, including a total of 16 fully operational fire substations. In addition, the Caraga region currently has a total of 171 fire trucks, 160 of which are owned by the Bureau of Fire Protection, while 11 are owned by the respective local government units. Furthermore, the region is equipped with 19 ambulances, with 14 owned by BFP and 5 provided by the LGUs. The current administration of the BFP Caraga seeks to implement aspirations and match the commitment of the national headquarters to raise the bar of public service, now and in the years to come. Let our hearts be filled with joy and pride as we, in the BFP Caraga, celebrate the 34th BFP anniversary. Pambansang Bombero, Bayaning Maaasahan.
At this juncture, may we request our guest of honor and speaker, together with the BFP officer in charge and other members of the command group at the center stage for the presentation of awards and recognitions to the local government units, non-government organizations, and private individuals.
For the local government units, plaque of recognition is given to Honorable Grace Carmel D. Paredes Bravo, Mayor, San Francisco, Agusan del Sur, in recognition of the invaluable and remarkable support extended to the Bureau through the donation of new office furniture, appliances, and three-wheeler vehicle intended to San Francisco Fire Station, Agusan del Sur, given this 14th day of August 2025 during the celebration of the 34th BFP anniversary at Marajao Event Center, Borromeo Street, Surigao City, Surigao del Norte, Philippines. Signed, Fire Senior Superintendent Jerome T. Riano, DSC, Officer in Charge, BFP Caraga.
The plaque will be received by Fire Senior Inspector Saipol J.C. Inocente, Municipal Fire Marshal of San Francisco Fire Station, Agusan del Sur. Another plaque of recognition is given to Honorable Nilo P. Dimiri Jr., Governor, Province of Dinagat Islands, in recognition of the unwavering support extended to the Bureau to the financial assistance for the enhancement of the operational efficiency of BFP Dinagat Islands, specifically intended for its Fire Prevention Month, the Fire Square Roadshow, and the Provincial Fire Olympics for calendar year 2025.
The plaque will be received by Fire Senior Inspector Bobby U. Arena Jr., Provincial Fire Marshal of Province Dinagat Islands. Another plaque of recognition is given to the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Province of Dinagat Islands, in recognition of the invaluable support extended to the Bureau of Fire Protection, Caraga Region, through the allocation of 10 hectares of land located in Barangay Wilson, San Jose, Dinagat Islands, for the implementation of the BFP Adopt a Forest program.
The plaque will be received by Forester Nathaniel Iracho, Officer in Charge, Provincial Environment and Natural Resources Office, Dinagat Islands. Another plaque of recognition is given to Honorable Melody Llamera Compasivo, Mayor, Libho, Dinagat Islands, in recognition of the steadfast generosity and unwavering support extended to the Bureau to the financial support for the Fire Prevention Month 2025 celebration and the successful turnover of Libho Typical Fire Station.
Another plaque of recognition is given to Honorable Robert Lyndon S. Barbers, Governor, Surigao del Norte, in recognition of the invaluable support extended to the Bureau by donating one motorcycle to the provincial headquarters, Surigao del Norte, as part of the enhancement of the BFP First Aid Service Team or FAST program.
The plaque will be received by the Provincial Fire Marshal of Surigao del Norte, Fire Chief Inspector Julius Darrell Emulataw. Represented by Fire Senior Inspector Eduardo P. Quinto Jr., City Fire Marshal, Surigao City Central Fire Station. Another plaque of recognition is given to Honorable Pablo Eve L. Dumlao II, Mayor, Surigao City, Surigao del Norte, in recognition of his unwavering generosity and support extended to the Bureau by allocating budgetary expenditure for the success of the BFP's Fire Square Roadshow, the renovation of Surigao City Central Fire Station, and the construction of a covered court in front of station that will serve multiple purpose activity, drills, fire safety education, and community-based disaster preparedness events.
The plaque will be received by Honorable Junil B. Aldonza, City Councilor, Surigao City. Another plaque of recognition is given to Honorable Val P. Pinat, PME, Mayor, San Francisco, Surigao del Norte, in recognition of the unwavering support to the Bureau by donating a portable water pump, air conditioning unit, and allocating additional lot donation in the municipality of San Francisco, Surigao del Norte, by virtue of SB Resolution Number 07 Series of 2025.
The plaque will be received by Honorable Florifel C. Banyasha, Chairman of Laws and Ordinances. Another plaque of recognition is given to Honorable Delio G. Cordeta, Barangay Captain, Barangay Honrado, Socorro, Surigao del Norte, in recognition of the steadfast generosity and unwavering support to the Bureau in its pivotal role in the establishment and realization of the Honrado Fire Substation.
Another plaque of recognition is given to Honorable Richel B. Romarate, MSCE, Vice Mayor, Tubod, Surigao del Norte, in grateful recognition of her invaluable support extended to the Bureau through the realization of the Project Toda Rescue, Transport Operators and Drivers Association, Road Emergency and Safety Quick Response by sponsoring Resolution Number 342-23, Series of 2025.
The plaque will be received by Honorable Porfirio R. Ala, requesting the Municipal Fire Marshal. The plaque will be received by Fire Inspector Lizel Lison. Another plaque of recognition is given to Honorable Juan Paulo L. Lopez, Mayor, Municipality of Madrid, Surigao del Sur, in grateful recognition of the exceptional dedication and support extended to the Bureau for the strong commitment in public service, community development, and proactive engagement by donating handheld radios and radio base to Madrid Fire Station to help improve coordination and communication in emergency deployments and responses.
This will be received by Senior Fire Officer 1, Ruel P. Vaz, Officer in Charge, Madrid Fire Station. Another plaque of recognition is given to Honorable Glyza Jane Polizon Lanete, Mayor, Tagbina, Surigao del Sur, in recognition of the invaluable and remarkable support extended to the Bureau through the donation of office furniture, a laptop, table cubicles, and the installation of a new transformer and improving the facilities of this station.
These will be received by Honorable Grethel B. Adlaw, Chairman, Committee on Trade and Industry. Another plaque of recognition is given to Honorable Maria Angelica Rosedel M. Amante, Governor, Agusan del Norte, in recognition of the exceptional dedication and unwavering support extended to the Bureau in supporting the Bomberos sa Paaralan 2025 program of the Office of the Provincial Fire Marshal, Agusan del Norte.
This will be received by Ms. Irma R. Suyo, Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office Head. Another plaque of recognition is given to the DENR Provincial Environment and Natural Resources Office, Agusan del Sur, for the invaluable support to the Bureau through its strong partnership in the Adopt a Forest program. This collaboration enabled BFP Caraga to adopt 12.7 hectares of forest lands across 8 barangays.
These will be received by the Acting Provincial Fire Marshal of Agusan del Sur, Fire Senior Inspector Shirley P. Erlino. Moving on to the non-government organizations. Cabadbaran City Runners Club, Cabadbaran City, Agusan del Norte, in recognition of the unwavering support extended to the Bureau by their significant role in partnering with Cabadbaran City Fire Station to make the Cabadbaran Run Laban sa Sunog 2025 a success.
This will be received by Fire Senior Inspector Mary Ann N. Sintinta, the Acting City Fire Marshal of Cabadbaran City Fire Station. Another plaque of recognition is given to Philsaga Mining Corporation, Rosario, Agusan del Sur, in recognition of its active partnership with the Bureau through the Adopt a Forest program, provided essential resources such as seedlings, planting tools, and fertilizer, which greatly contributed to the successful implementation of reforestation efforts.
The plaque will be received by Engineer Renan Bronio, Safety Section Head, Compliance and Emergency Management. Another plaque of recognition is given to Oriental Vision Mining Philippines Corporation, Barangay Malinaw, Tobahon, Dinagat Islands, in recognition of the invaluable and remarkable support extended to the Bureau through the seedling donation for Adopt a Forest program and a tree growing activity in the municipality of Tubahon, province of the Nagat Islands.
This will be received by Senior Fire Officer 4 Danilo T. Maybuena, Officer in Charge, Tubahon Fire Station. Moving on to the private individuals. A plaque of recognition is given to Mr. Clint Axel Cobong, Alegrias, Surigao del Norte, for his demonstrated heroism, life-saving intervention, and exemplary valor during the fire incident that transpired at Purok 6, Barangay San Pedro, Alegrias, Surigao del Norte, saving residents from a burning house. His actions serve as a powerful manifestation that true heroism is measured not by fame, but by the lives we choose to protect.
Congratulations to awardees of the local government units, non-government organizations, and private individuals.
And now we will proceed with the Organizational Unit Award.
For the Best Office of the Provincial Fire Marshal of the Year. In recognition of its unwavering dedication, professionalism, and teamwork in performance of their duties, the outstanding service reflects the highest ideals of the public service and has greatly contributed to the success of the Bureau. Their commitment is truly commendable and worthy of the praise. Given this 14th day of August 2025 during the celebration of the 34th BFP anniversary held at Marajao Event Center, Borromeo Street, Surigao City, Surigao del Norte, Philippines. Signed, Fire Senior Superintendent Jerome Tiriano DSC, Officer in Charge, BFP Caraga. And the Best Office of the Provincial Fire Marshal of the Year goes to Office of the Provincial Fire Marshal of Surigao del Sur.
The award will be received by the Acting Provincial Fire Marshal, Fire Chief Inspector Attorney Gil T. Yusiki Diaz. Moving on with the Best City Fire Station of the Year. The Best City Fire Station of the Year goes to Butuan City Central Fire Station.
The award will be received by the Acting City Fire Marshal of Butuan, Fire Senior Inspector Ronald Y. Vasquez. For the Best Municipal Fire Station of the Year. The Best Municipal Fire Station of the Year goes to San Francisco Fire Station, Agusan del Sur.
The award will be received by the Municipal Fire Marshal, Fire Senior Inspector Saipo J.C. Inocente. And for the Best Fire Substation of the Year. The Best Fire Substation of the Year goes to Hinatuan Fire Substation, Hinatuan, Surigao del Sur.
The award will be received by the Substation Commander, Senior Fire Officer 1 Roy Eigo.
Congratulations to all our awardees, and thank you so much, ma'am and sirs. At this point, to introduce to us our guest of honor and speaker, we have the BFP Caraga Officer in Charge for our Senior Superintendent Jerome Talata Adriano.
And a true advocate of public service excellence. A highly respected leader in the field of disaster risk reduction and management, and a true advocate of public service excellence. With over 2 decades of dedicated government service since 2001, she consistently demonstrated expertise, commitment, and innovation in developing key DRRM frameworks, including contingency plans for earthquakes, floods, and landslides, as well as guidebooks that are now being used nationwide for continuity planning and disaster resilience. A multi-awarded public servant, she was recognized as Model Employee of the Office of the Civil Defense Department of National Defense in 2013. Her academic credentials are equally impressive. She holds a bachelor's degree in business administration from Suleiman University, a master in public administration from Caraga State University, and most recently earned her Doctor of Philosophy in Management from Northwest Samar State University. She also brings rich international experience, having undergone specialized trainings in Malaysia, Japan, Vietnam, and the United States, enhancing her capacity in community-based DRRM, logistics management, and cross-border emergency procedures. She currently serves as Civil Defense Officer 5 and Officer in Charge of the Office of Civil Defense Caraga Regional Office, where she also heads the Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Division. As the Chief of the RDRRMC Secretariat and Technical Working Group, she plays a pivotal role in coordinating and strengthening disaster preparedness and response initiatives across the region. A woman of vision, dedication, and excellence. Miss Lorene Sia Catedral.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm round of applause to our distinguished guest of honor and speaker who represent truly enriches our 34th founding anniversary, the officer in charge of the Office of the Civil Defense, Miss Lorene Sia Catedral, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir, for that very generous introduction. And kindly be seated. To the leadership of the Bureau of Fire Protection, Caraga Regional Office, the officer in charge, Fire Senior Superintendent Jerome T. Riano, sir. To the dedicated men and women of BFP Caraga, our distinguished fire marshals and personnel from the different BFP units in the region, our local government officials, partner agencies, civil society organizations, private sector, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, maayong buntag sa atong tanan. As the officer in charge of the Office of Civil Defense Caraga Regional Office and acting chairperson of the Regional Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, I am honored and grateful to be part of this significant occasion as we celebrate the 34th founding anniversary of the Bureau of Fire Protection, an institution built on duty, empowered by dedicated service, and sustained by the steadfast courage and compassion of its people. This year's official theme, Pambansang Bombero, Bayaning Maaasahan, evokes a powerful and inspiring message. It affirms the identity of the Filipino firefighter, a dependable hero, and a selfless public servant, whose integrity upholds the promise to save lives and protect property, and whose bravery stands out in times of adversity. I personally witnessed this truth as a child when my Lola and I were at home and firefighters saved our ancestral house from a nearby blaze. Their courage and swift action left me forever grateful to these heroes, the first responders I came to recognize and respected since childhood. The work you do is not for the faint of heart. You confront not only flames, but also floods and countless other disasters and emergencies that test not only your tri-skills in emergency medical service, firefighting, and search and rescue, but also your enduring fighting spirit. In facing these challenges, you embody the true essence of resilience and public service, qualities our nation will always honor and hold in the highest regard. As we celebrate this milestone, let us remember, heroism is not a single act, but a daily commitment, a purposeful will to rise each day to serve, sacrifice, and lead with honor. Whether rescuing a child or saving a home, you prove that heroism is not about rank or recognition, but about showing up when you are needed most. In disaster risk reduction and management, the Bureau of Fire Protection is more than a responder. You are a vital pillar of community preparedness and an essential partner in resilience building. Your drills, public safety campaigns, and fire prevention initiatives are not just operational duties, they are leadership in action and investments in safer, stronger, and more resilient communities. The conferment and recognition of partners from local government units, non-government organizations, private individuals, and the Bureau's organizational units as a key highlight of this celebration honor their commendable contributions and relentless support to the Bureau of Fire Protection's mission. Congratulations to all the awardees. To the Pambansang Bombero, may your flame of service never be extinguished, and may your burning passion to fulfill your noble calling continue to inspire generations to come. With that, congratulations and happy 34th founding anniversary, Bureau of Fire Protection. Mabuhay ang Caraga Region Bureau of Fire Protection. Daghang salamat o dalaygon ang Diyos.
Thank you so much for the overwhelming message, ma'am, and we thank you for gracing this activity of the BFP Caraga. Before the presentation of plaque of appreciation and token, may we read to you the citation.
Bureau of Fire Protection, Caraga Regional Headquarters. Plaque of appreciation is hereby given to Ms. Lorene Cia Catedral, Officer in Charge, Office of the Civil Defense, Caraga, in grateful acknowledgement of her distinguished and invaluable service rendered as guest of honor and speaker during the Bureau of Fire Protection's 34th founding anniversary with the theme, Pambansang Bombero, Bayaning Maaasahan, at the Marajao Event Center, Surigao City, Surigao del Norte, Philippines, given this 14th day of August in the year of the Lord 2025. Signed for Senior Superintendent Jerome T. Riano, DSC, Officer in Charge, BFP Caraga.
Once again, let us give a resounding applause to our guest of honor and speaker, Ms. Lorene Cia Catedral, Officer in Charge, Office of the Civil Defense, Caraga. Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you so much, sirs.
Once again, thank you so much to our guest of honor and speaker, as well as our command group sirs. To formally end this program, may we request everyone to rise for the singing of the BFP hymn.
Saan tawagin ang pupulong, kami maasang tutugon pa rin. Kahit saan man ang apoy ay lilipunin, sinumpaan ay aming tutuparin. Kahit kailan inyong maasahan, kami laging handang apoy ay labanan. Apoy na pangalit sa kapaligiran, ako'y nasalo sa kaunlaran. Kahit saan, kahit kailan, handa kami na kayo'y paglaban. Ipagtanggol ang inyong kinabukasan, kahit buhay pagsasapalaran. Sa diwa ay mayroong isang pangarap, sa puso ay mayroong isang hinahangat. Nasa harap ng ako'y nanangaalam, magampanan ang tungkulin ng tapat. Kahit saan, kahit kailan, handa kami na kayo'y paglaban. Ipagtanggol ang inyong kinabukasan, kahit buhay pagsasapalaran. Kahit saan, kailan, handa kami na kayo'y paglaban. Kinabukasan, kahit buhay pagsasapalaran.
That concludes today's celebration of the 34th BFP anniversary. Mabuhay ang Bureau of Fire Protection, mabuhay ang BFP Caraga Region.
This is Fire Officer 1 Irabel Bulli Circle.
And Fire Officer 2 Joshua P. Ohel. Marajao na buntag, and God bless everyone. And now for the photo opportunity, we would like to request our awardees and of course our command group and our guest of honor and speaker